Treasure hunters returned this weekend with lots of new rewards and a long list of problems. Meanwhile, a new dupe was made public. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. We are back for another intense news session, and I really mean it. We are again facing a new duplication wave, this time featuring power armor and maybe something else. Now, treasure hunters returned with plenty of new rewards to farm for, but not without its share of new problems. At least the new Fallout World's Pennants are now live, and we have some details about the upcoming patches and public test server reopening. I will also update you on the latest hotfix notes and a very interesting mod for the FETCH Collectron. Alright then, let me tell you all about the good and bad stuff. What a surprise! There is a new duplication glitch in Fallout 76. Yeah, another one bites the dust, as they say, and sadly it's a pretty bad one. As far as I discovered, there are two ways to access this exploit. It's based on the same logic though, sort of, but one requires two players to do it and the other is the solo version. As per usual, I'm not going to tell you how to do the exploit, that's not the purpose of my news. I'm merely informing you it exists and it's live. Hopefully, it also creates more awareness to get the problem fixed as soon as possible. Now, this new duplication glitch was made public right after the latest hotfix went live on September 14, and it allows players to dupe as many power armors as they please. There's even this meme screenshot going all over social media featuring an army of T-65 sets at the White Spring Station. Bold statement right there. For some days now, cheaters have been duping all sorts of power armor, including legendary untradeable ones, such as the Strangleheart set or Atomic Shop paint pieces. However, they tend to focus on the popular hacked pieces, you know, the unwelding type, which are not possible to obtain through the legit way for power armor, but now with this mass dupe, I'm afraid they will become common, since more and more players will be able to buy such spawn items with caps through player vendors and through all sorts of trading channels like Discord servers and Facebook groups. But it gets worse, guys. According to some exploit channels, this duplication glitch also allows players to dupe other things, including certain currencies. It might be a different glitch though, I'm not entirely sure. As a result, some servers have been lagging and crashing all the time, and it's becoming more of a public issue, really. Anyway, Bethesda better fix this new dupe soon, or things are about to get really messy. But then again, that's something we are kinda used to by now, isn't it? Either way, expect another hotfix to happen in the following days. Okay, now let's move on to some great news, new updates and new content. So far, Bethesda has not disclosed much regarding future patches. If you take a closer look at the latest community calendar and even the content calendar for 2021, you will notice that we have no exact dates for the release. We only know a new DLC is coming this winter, featuring the 4 stars legendary system, new events, and possibly pets too, but recently, in the Inside the Vault article released on September 16, Bethesda unveiled some more details on future content. For starters, they told us they are planning to release 2 more patches until the end of the year, and the first one is coming this October already. It will focus on the new Halloween event, Spooky Scorched, as well as bug fixes and improvements. If you're new to this matter, feel free to check my other video with details on this new event and something else for camps too. Moving forward, Bethesda also confirmed another patch will come out in December, focused on new content and quality of life improvements requested by the community. That's about it regarding the patches, really, but there's one more thing. Bethesda confirmed they will reopen the public test server for the December's update in early autumn, which means it should be a while until we get to test new content. I would say the PTS will reopen in November, since Update 31 is most likely coming in late October, bringing all the Halloween stuff with it. Well, at least now we have a more solid time frame for the upcoming patches, so that's definitely a great thing. Alright, now let me inform you that the Fallout World's Pennants, an exclusive reward for participating in the latest public test, are now live. If you met the requirements, you should be able to access and build the 4 new Pennants in any game mode. There are 2 new Fallout World's Pennants, as per usual, one with a wooden frame and another without any frames. This one features a Vault Boy builder with a world symbol in black and white. To unlock this one, you just had to access a Fallout world during the PTS, custom or public, it didn't matter. Then we have the Nuclear Winter ones with the standard mode banner. The requirement for this one was to take part of one single Nuclear Winter match, so most of you should have this pennant unlocked, even if you did not take part of the latest PTS. Just to let you know. Okay, so this point is a bit of old news by now, my bad for not covering it sooner, but since it was on the list, here's the quick overview. Bethesda released a hotfix with maintenance time last Tuesday, September 14. In the official announcement, they confirmed to have fixed 2 things, the autocomplete challenge bug and a client crash issue. Now, it's pretty much impossible to know if any of that is true, since we can test these points, sadly, but this bug usually happens with every season start. It also happened very often if players were in Nuclear Winter during the weekly challenge reset, so we will only find out if this is actually fixed when Season 7 begins. Pretty much. However, it seems like they did a bit more than announced. It seems like they also fixed some other exploits, like the Brahmin Experience Farm one during the Riding Shotgun event. There may have been even more stealthy fixes with this hotfix, but since I'm not sure, let's keep moving. Treasure Hunters finally went live this weekend after receiving a reward pool update with patch 29. Yep, the new rewards have been live for a long time now, but since we had no hunters to farm, hardly anyone had access to all these new rewards, which by the way are 15, excluding the Nuclear Winter redistributed ones. I would like to focus on the raw cement barricades, which is a new reward added recently. It was not even part of the initial rewards update, but it is live now. Anyway, if you would like to get a complete overview of everything new and available with Treasure Hunter Pails and patch 30, feel free to check my other video where I go over everything in a detailed manner. For instance, there's a new foreman costume, a new junkyard fountain, a vintage aquarium TV, new tubes, a fire alarm, even a new rug and plushies, among many other things. But sadly, hunters did not come live without upsetting a lot of players. Let's find out the reason behind it. Okay, reason number 1, spawning issues. Yeah, there are multiple reports on how treasure hunters have not been spawning very frequently during this weekend, but this is a complicated matter and difficult to label as black or white. Let me explain. First of all, because it's very difficult to test it properly, there are way too many inconsistent variants. Public versus private, RNG spawn rules, players depleting the spawns, bodies not despawning, you name it. And secondly, because we did have major enemy spawn issues in the past, so it's entirely possible that such a problem could re-emerge and be live right now. So I tested for many hours and all I can tell you is what I experienced. Now, my experience does not make it a general truth, but it could be a sample. It could express or represent what most of you guys have been experiencing as well. Do let me know in the comments what was your experience. So, in general, public servers are a nightmare to farm hunters. For me, most locations did not spawn treasure hunters, but this doesn't necessarily mean we have a spawn issue. The answer could lay on other players' behavior. Yep, in general, most players come to such locations in hopes to find hunters, but when they hear no sound, they either move on without killing anything, or they check better and end up killing a few enemies in the process, and then they leave to the next location. In both scenarios, the spawn remains as it is. There are enemies still alive, so the location respawn is unlikely to happen. Therefore, no hunter will spawn either as part of the entire location respawn, no matter how much time passes it simply will not respawn anything. Therefore, why most players are not finding hunters at all. At least I think this is what's happening. But I could be entirely wrong. Maybe there is really some spawn issue with this anime type. It could even be Bethesda's hidden strategy to push players to Fallout first, since, to be honest with you, it's the only consistent way to farm hunters in your own private server. But that's a very bold and hasty assumption, so let's not go there, even if it makes sense. But really, I could not farm them on public servers. I tried for over an hour last Friday and I found like 3 hunters, that's it. I really feel for you guys who do not have Fallout first. It's really difficult to farm even if you try your best. Then I moved to my private world and voila, I found 1 hunter in almost every location I visited. It's like day and night, there's no comparison possible, and I don't think this is all just a coincidence. But then again, it all depends on your experience, right? Maybe yours has been completely different than mine, hopefully. Thus, why I'm not stating there is a spawn issue. There might be, it's possible, it's likely, but it's not a given fact. The second and main reason upsetting a lot of players is the fact that treasure hunter pills seem to be dropping less and less rare rewards this edition. As for this issue, I have a lot of backup. Literally, social media is flooded with such posts and comments, so I do believe something is not right with the pill drop rates, especially with the crafted ones, which are supposed to be 60% for ornate and 40% for medium. I mean, I spent my usual 80k caps on pills, 40k on ornate and 40k on medium. That's normally enough for me to unlock most new rewards, but this edition I hardly got anything new. I mean, most of the pills did not even drop any rare rewards. It was mostly ammo, 8 items, food and junk. That's it. I had never seen such a thing before. I even server jumped a few times before opening more pills. And guess what? It did not make a difference. I spotted several players reporting similar experiences, but again, we could just all be super lucky, like the worst luck ever in history. Maybe yes, maybe not. I also posted on my Twitter and surprisingly, a lot of you guys came to share your bad fortune with me and reinforce my thoughts about some sort of new bug. I'm just posting a few comments to exemplify, but when so many people report the same or very similar problem, then maybe it's really not just you being extremely unlucky. Maybe it is the system not working as intended. I also spotted this comment about how Angry Turtle opened hundreds of pills on custom worlds and he was hardly successful with the new rewards, which also suggests there is some sort of new issue. Thinking about it, when I worked on the new rewards video for treasure hunters, I did open some 300-400 pills in custom worlds to unlock all the new rewards during the PTS, but back then I got a lot of duplicates, like a lot of old plants, so this sort of issue I experienced now on the live servers did not happen back there in the PTS, I'm pretty sure of that. So yeah, it is difficult to tell, at least back then the pills were often dropping rare rewards, unlike now. The problem here is not about new rewards, it's about how they are hardly dropping anything, old or new. Even if I can say, yes, there is definitely a problem here with the pill drops, at least I can say something really feels off, and I'm not alone on this one. Let's hope Bethesda scans the system and figures out what's the problem, so we can all have a better experience in the next edition of this event. A few days ago I found a Reddit post about a new mod which replaces the FETCH scavenger unit with Dogmeat from Fallout 4. I even posted it on my Twitter since it looks adorable and it allows players to finally have a real pet, or at least the illusion of one. The author of this mod even replaced the audio of the metal dog, so it is quite realistic. It is as close as you can get right now when it comes to camp pets. Anyway, this item is a free reward at rank 98 of Season 6. I did not get there yet, so sadly I was not able to test this mod yet, but I do believe it should work well since it's just an asset and audio replacement, nothing too fancy there. The link is right below the video if you want to get Dogmeat for 76. Do enjoy! The next news is about the Communist Commander hats, a rare reward from Holiday Gifts, which has magically disappeared recently. It went missing from inventories and stash. I suspect it happened with the Fallout Worlds DLC, but since it's not a very noticeable change, this item is not even that popular, so players did not notice they went missing right away. But I do believe it's a general thing, there's plenty of reports already, and even mine, they are also gone. I can confirm this is true because mine is nowhere to be found anymore, and that's a shame. There's even this post sharing his customer support ticket, where Bethesda seems to have no idea about what happened, if this is a new bug, or how to fix it. No surprise there though. Well, let's just hope we can somehow get our hats back in a future patch. Otherwise, we have to farm for it again with the upcoming Holiday Scorched, scheduled for December. To conclude this video, I want to remind you that Bethesda re-enabled the Atoms rank up option for Season 6 a few days ago. This option was disabled since the season start on September 8th. Due to a major bug affecting the scoreboard, which involved the Atoms rank up feature. Bethesda fixed the problem already, and as a result, they re-enabled the option as well. So feel free to acquire as many ranks as you want using Atoms. Once again. Well, I spent a huge part of this video talking about treasure hunter issues or potential bugs, so here's a couple more I discovered meanwhile. I found quite a few hunters inside of walls, they spawned there somehow, and even one of them was standing still for eternity, or until someone hit him. Daily Ops deja vu? Anyone? My friend Madogrot here also found a few hunters who dropped no pills when he killed them. It really seems this event has seen better days. Alright, that's the random bugs for today's news. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching. Oh, and I hope you were way luckier than me with your hunter pills. Feel free to leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and all of that if you wish to support my channel. And that's it from my part. I am Marta Branco, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!